Good morning, guys. I want to do a quick little video just to put on the little YouTube channel that I'm putting together so I can post the videos and the pictures and stuff for you guys. Some of those videos, although short, probably 4 or 5 minutes, is still too big to send, so that's been a little bit of a struggle. So I thought I would just do a little YouTube channel just so I can post the little videos and pictures and stuff of the stuff I'm seeing, mostly in Chiang Rai because that's where I'm at and probably will remain until just before I leave to come back home. But I have some other stuff in Bangkok and some stuff I'll put on there as well. So I would assume it's probably just going to be family, maybe a few friends, who knows, that actually looks at this. But I told Jordan my goal was to get to 5 subscribers, so hopefully I can achieve that fairly quickly. So it's about 7:30 this morning. I slept in a little bit. I stayed up, not really late. I didn't get home till probably about 10:30. I stayed up at this little place just down from where I'm staying to listen to this Asian dude and girl, I say Asian, Thai girl, Thai guy, that were doing some live music, and they were actually really good. Musician-wise, the guy was playing the guitar, the girl was playing a violin. Oh my gosh, she was really good. But they did really good with the songs. All the songs were in English, and they did a very good job. So I enjoyed listening to them. So got home a little bit late for me. I normally in bed pretty early when I'm here. So anyway, a little bit early, or a little bit later start than normal. I'm at my favorite coffee place. I'll span around here. Another thing too on this video, I do not understand. It's like this on my phone. Of course, this being my iPad, I know it's the same, but the inability to flip the screen while videoing, I don't understand in this day and age of the technology we have of why that simple function is impossible. That's, anyway, borderline asinine to me. But so I'll flip it around. But this is my favorite coffee shop. You can see that's the entrance all the way in the back, and then they have this other little place where I'm at, and then back behind me is like another kind of garden area. But gosh, this place, it's so peaceful. That's just an open area where you can just sit and chill. There's a guy up there doing I think he's a vlogger too, now that I've seen him for a few mornings, but he's here. Me and him are here every morning, so we normally say hello. Not sure where he's from. He's definitely a Westerner, but I'm not sure exactly if he's from UK or the States or what. So, but anyway, I wanted to do this quick little video because Thailand's an incredible country, and I've wanted to come here for a long time, and so I really want to share the things that I see and like my experiences. Not only do I have pictures and videos of the things that I get to see and get to experience, get to do, but just the things that happen to me, and I've shared that with a couple of you guys at different times of some things that have happened to me, but just some incredible things, some very amazing things that have happened to me since I've been in Thailand. Just some random acts of kindness, things that I've witnessed and seen since I've been in Thailand. And this is my second time. Still, some of these stories go back to my first visit to Thailand, but it's just an incredible country filled with very kind and warm people, and I'm never ceased to be amazed at the kindness that is shown to me as a foreigner. And I get it. I know a lot of it is because we are foreigners and they see us as being able to make some money, and I understand that, and I don't have a problem with that. But there's been too many things that have happened to me that had nothing to do with monetary gain or any kind of benefit on their part. They were just doing it out of kindness, and I've not only seen it and experienced it towards me, but I've seen it towards other people, towards other foreigners, towards other Thai people. So it's just a country that is filled with people that are just very kind. Again, with that said, I'm not saying that that's every single person. I've encountered rude Thai people. I've encountered Thai people that don't speak. When I speak to them, they don't speak back. So I've seen some of that. It's no different than anywhere else, but that's kind of the exception, not the rule. And it's just a constant breath of fresh air, if you will, to experience that and to be in it, especially every day, every single day. So I want to take a few minutes because really the number one question that I get asked, people send me messages, they'll text me or message me on Facebook. And I think for the most part, most of my family probably knows this, but I don't know if even my family knows the full extent. But the most common question is, why Thailand? Why would you go to Thailand? What's the draw? And very good question. And it's one of those things that just kind of came about. I think probably somewhere roughly around 2017, 2018, I really started looking at Southeast Asia because it was one of the main areas left that really I hadn't been to. I've never been to any country in Southeast Asia. I've been to most other places in the world. Not that I've been to every single country, but I've been to most areas of the world. But I've never really experienced the Asian culture and specifically Southeast Asia. So I started looking at those countries. I was looking at Vietnam, and Vietnam is a place I still want to go to, and it still very much interests me. But I started looking at Vietnam, the Philippines, even Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, and to some degree a little bit of Myanmar, Burma, but never really had a lot of interest in going there, although maybe someday I will. But so I started looking at these different countries, and Thailand was one of the ones that just, the more I looked at it, the more it really intrigued me and interested me. And I started looking at the Thai culture, and I'm drawn to the Asian culture overall anyway, by the way they conduct their lives, the way the honor and respect, and the way they treat others, and the way they take care of their family, those sorts of things. I was just very drawn to that. So it's something that as I get older and as things continually change daily back in America, it's just something I feel like we're drifting away from. I feel like as Americans, whatever our religious beliefs, political beliefs, whatever our opinions are on any specific matter, whether it be, politics or whatever, it seems like we just continually lose that respect and honor and the way we interact and talk and treat each other. It's very disrespectful. We're in any discussion, it seems like we're always just seconds away from attacking each other. That's what pretty much all social media contains, is just people arguing and calling names and tearing down and attacking each other. And it's just, day to day gets a little overwhelming. And so it's been a breath of fresh air to come to a place where that's not the norm, that they conduct themselves in a manner that has honor and integrity and dignity and respect. And it's something that I needed, something I wanted to be around and needed to experience, really, I think, to kind of restore my faith in humanity as a whole. So that is one aspect that has drawn me to Thailand. But how did I end up here? Well, I picked Thailand, but I don't know. Thailand seemed to stick out to me more than the other Southeast Asian countries. So I've set the plan in motion to come to Thailand. I was going to travel to Thailand and visit. And again, this is probably 2018 when I kind of started putting this plan together, and everything was moving forward. I started doing all the research on what it would take to travel here, the visa requirements, obviously, looking at airfare and the lodging and the different places in Thailand. So just the usual research that people do when you're going to visit a place. And so this, obviously, it was taking time. I'd kind of given myself a year or so, but we were probably into the middle to the latter part of 2019, and lo and behold, at the end of that year, beginning part of that next year, COVID hit, and of course, obviously changed all of our lives, changed everyone's life, and so that kind of put the trip to Thailand on hold. And so we get down into a little bit further into that year, and was diagnosed with cancer, prostate cancer, latter part of that summer. So that whole year was basically a wash. Roll into the next year, and Thailand's completely shut down. Not really post COVID. COVID's still going on, even though the numbers are kind of starting to drop. But Thailand was basically shut down for over a year. So anyway, another year gone. Just in a holding pattern. That I thought that window was going to be shut for a long time as far as being able to come over. But so as the COVID restrictions started to lift somewhat, even though I still could not get into Thailand, I started getting into the end of 2022 and coming up on looking at a medical retirement in the Air Force. So that process was about another year to get all of that done. So literally about 3 years, almost 4 years, had gone by from the time that I had set in motion to come to Thailand before I could actually even come. So retired in April of 2023, and finally was able to travel to Thailand in October of that year. So, and with that said, it was very emotional. It really was. Thailand, during that time, it had become a thing of where I really just wanted to come and visit Thailand, just basically a trip like any other. You pick a place, you go and you visit. But with that waiting period of 3 to 4 years, I studied Thailand. I watched a ton of YouTube videos. I looked at all the different areas of Thailand, places I wanted to visit. Excuse me. I started following a couple of 3 or 4 different people that were here in Thailand, and I started kind of following their channel and just learning more and more about the day-to-day life in Thailand. And by the time that it had got to where I could actually finally come here, it had become something that it's hard to explain, but it actually become something of a spiritual journey for me, because I had been through so much, and a lot of what, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. In some ways it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but Thailand had become this thing that it kind of got me through some things that that I'd went through in my life. It was something that was always out there. It's like it was a goal and a dream that got me through some kind of rough stretches in my life, because I would always say, hey man, just look, only a few months more, or within the next year, you'll be able to make this trip, and you'll finally be able to make this dream come true. And so when I finally got to Thailand, it had become somewhat of a spiritual journey, and I'll be honest with you, I got very emotional when I first arrived in Thailand, because it was just a culmination of so many things, because I had been through so much over the previous 3 years. COVID, cancer, divorce. My life had just completely changed. Retirement from a thing I didn't know anything else but the military. I was a business owner for a few years, and the rest of my working adult life had been in the military. It's all I knew, and I knew I was never going back to that. It was finished. There was no returning or getting back in another year or two. If I changed my mind, whatever, it was set. So my life had gone through so many different changes, and when I got to Thailand, it was like all of that emotion just hit me. Um, so, and really within the next couple of days, just my first 2 or 3 days in Thailand, it was just a validation of really kind of what I thought this country was like, and the Asian culture, all of those things, the assumptions that I had made about not only the country but the Asian lifestyle and the way they conduct themselves and live their life within the first 2 or 3 days was complete validation. Just because of the reception I got, the things I witnessed, people helping me literally from the moment I arrived. I had people helping me, just going out of their way to help me. So I knew I'd made the right choice, and I knew that I was going to fall in love with this country, which I've done. Again, this is my second time in Thailand. As of right now, I have spent about a little over 60 days total in Thailand, and I'm going to stay, today is the 29th of February in Thailand, 28th of February back home. But I will stay another month, so I will have spent about 3 months total in Thailand by the time I leave here towards the end of next month. And I'm completely in love with this country and in love with the people. I love it. It's just such a feeling of peace and serenity, I guess, to some degree, but just it's hard to explain. You know, sometimes we can't really fully explain how we feel or just our overall sense, I guess. It's hard to put those kinds of things into words. But you know, I've often even asked myself, are you just escaping reality? Are you kind of living in a dream world? And I don't think so, because I've gone out of my way to make my time here, stretches of my time here, normal. And by that I mean I'm not following an itinerary. I'm not rushing around from one place to the other, looking at all the tourist sites or trying to see every single thing I can while I'm here. I actually just live a normal day-to-day life. I'll get up in the morning, I'll come have my coffee, I'll do a workout, I'll go for a walk, I go take care of business errands. You know, if I need to do a little shopping to pick up some things, just like we do with our Walmart run. All of these things. I go to the doctor. I do all the daily type activities that I would do back in the States to try to create kind of that normal routine that you would in a day-to-day life. And I just absolutely love it. The feeling that I have, the peace, the stress, the less stress, it's palpable here. And I just really feel like I have found my place in the country of Thailand. And my goal is to spend more time here. I really don't know that I could live here 12 months out of the year because I've got family back home, my kids, my parents. I can't stay away from you guys 12 months at a time. So, but I definitely want to stay here, you know, months out of the year, whatever that looks like. And and I'm so excited at the thought and the possibility of, you know, you guys coming over and seeing Thailand for yourself and spending time with me here, because it's such a great country. Such a great country. I'm excited about sharing a lot of that with you, sharing the pics and the videos and the stuff that I experience. And those videos aren't, and you guys know this, but I'll say this for maybe other people, friends, whatever, that may watch this. These videos are not going to be of the quality probably that most of us are used to when we watch YouTube. There's not going to be any massive editing. I'm shooting a video and then I'm posting it on YouTube for you guys to watch. So some of them will be short, some of them a little longer, whatever. Some of them may have some commentary, some of them may not have any, just depending on what was going on. So, but I just needed a place to park these videos and stuff for people to see, because it's too hard to actually send them. And I've gotten quite a few requests actually from some of my friends to send more pictures and to show some more stuff, and it's hard to send those out to 10 people individually. So I thought, just put it all on YouTube, and that way they can just go there and see them. So anyway, I wanted to make this short video just to kind of explain that, because again, it's a question that I get a lot. Why in the heck would you go to Thailand? And I feel like a lot of people, most people probably don't think about Thailand very much, and so it seems a little bit out of the ordinary. And also, I know for a fact a lot of people have big misperceptions about what Thailand is like. I think a lot of them, they think third world country. They think, that I'm out in some area of a remote jungle. Not that those places are here; they are, but that's not Thailand. And Thailand is very, very diverse. Some of the things are very first world, and in some sections, I feel like they're even further ahead than we are in America. So Thailand is a very, 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 very awesome country, and it's growing by the day. And in some ways, that's for the good. In some ways, that's not. But anyway, I want to share that. I want people to know really the true Thailand and how Thailand really is. And I hope if I can encourage just one person to come to Thailand and experience it for themselves, then I feel like I've accomplished something. So I want to share that with anyone that's interested and anyone that wants to watch. So anyway, love you guys, miss you guys. And again, I'll be posting the stuff here, and I'll keep you posted when the stuff's on there. So love y'all.